Alright, what up YouTube? It's your boy Pickup Sticks here, and I'm bringing y'all this Ninja Storm 3 review for Naruto, alright? I've been looking around on the internet. I haven't seen like an official review from IGN, and I usually watch their reviews. I don't typically base my my thoughts or opinions off of the review. I usually just use the review to get a good scale of where the game's going or what they got it planned for it, and if I think it might be something I want to play, get a good idea of the gameplay and the mechanics of the game. So that's what I usually use reviews for. So I'm going to give you guys a review and my thoughts on Naruto Storm 3 and let you guys know about the story and that gameplay, the multiplayer. My community, my review is going to even delve a little bit into the community aspect of the game and what you can expect playing online. The characters, the good, the bad about the gameplay, and just overall impressions of what I think they achieved and what this game's all about. All right, so let's just get right into it. And just in the backdrop, you'll see a set in which I just did some me and a friend of mine on Xbox Live, Dark Rhythm. Shout outs to you, Dark Rhythm. Me and him just got a few sets in on the game where we just played some player matches solo, and we just picked random characters. Not really random, but we just picked them and just went in and had a couple matches. So you'll see me win, you'll see him win, and it was just us having fun. It's something we like to do just to brush up on the game and see how good we can get and find out whatever little small tidbits we can. Dark Rhythm actually found some pretty cool unique things. I might have to try to see if I can catch him doing it on in a match with me and post a video and try to explain it, or see if I can get him on a dual commentary with me to explain what he did, because he found some pretty neat stuff that I think a lot of people would find interesting, and if they play that character they would enjoy trying to do and pull off online. But anyway, let's get right into it. Alright, so first thing I want to talk about is the gameplay, and we'll start off with the story. My idea of a Naruto Storm game would have to be heavily involved with the story, because Naruto Shippuden, the show, the anime, the manga, is really heavily story-based driven, and it has great characters, great development. Sometimes some of the stories that you hear about throughout the game or throughout the show really tug at your heartstrings, and you get engulfed and involved with a lot of the characters, and you develop like feelings for some of the characters in the shows and things like that. That's how animes do. That's what I think a good anime can do for you. It can make you feel like, oh man, I like that character, I like his story. And everyone has their favorites, you know. We got the Sasuke fanboys and the Naruto fanboys out there. Team Naruto, Team Sasuke, you know how it is. And people just like those characters. People like Neji, people like Rock Lee, Gaara, just like me, you know. So anyway, with that being said, the story does a great job of keeping you involved and letting you know exactly what's going on, from the ninja war, really from the end of the fight with Pain, where the village was almost destroyed, to the end of the ninja war. And if you've never seen the show or read the manga, then the story mode is great for you. You're gonna love the story mode. But if you're in my case, where you've read the manga and you know all about the show and you've seen the episodes and stuff, the story mode can get a little tedious and repetitive, okay? With that being said, I would have to take into account that some people aren't as caught up on it, but they do like the show, or they can't watch as many episodes, or they don't read the manga, things like that. So this game in the story mode will fill you in on a lot of things, but it also can be a spoiler. But if you are the type of person that doesn't mind seeing something over, or you just wanted to play through it yourself, you definitely get that experience in this game. So as far as the story mode and the single player aspect of this game, I would have to give it probably an 8 out of 10. It was really good, really in depth, great cinematics, very interactive for you, and you got a lot out of it. So with that being said, the story mode is pretty good. The only problem for me, since I know all this stuff, it got a little boring and a little repetitive and just drug on a little too long. And you could almost say that's kind of what the Ninja War is doing, you know? The Ninja War seems like it's going on forever. So I could say that they kind of put that into the game too and kind of adapted with that. Next, to try to keep this review moving forward, because I don't want to make it like a 15-minute review or anything, let's get into some of the gameplay mechanics, alright? What's some of the changes they made from Naruto Storm 2 or whatever and Generations on up to 3 now? It's pretty simple. They've added ring outs in the online multiplayer. The characters, with their B attacks, you'll notice that we have always had B up, B down, B left or right, and then B tilt. And then we had, of course, the grab with the block and B, and then the jutsu chakra B, and then the ultimate jutsu double chakra B, and team jutsus Y chakra chakra. What happened with this one now is, due to the ring outs being added, and this is all multiplayer I'm talking about right now, or online competitive matching, you no longer have the side B, because I guess that was deemed a move that would knock you to a ring out too often. But although regular Bs knock you forward too, so I really don't understand why they removed it. If any of you know, leave that in the comment section, let me know, and we can all talk about that and what we think about that being removed. The rest of the game, as far as playing wise, they added some more mechanics to it that kind of influence how you play online. The substitution bar is back, so there's meter management in that, and I'll argue with people up and down if that's good or not. Substitution bars, I think it's a great thing, especially in single player or solo matches, excuse me. And then they also added instant awakenings. Now instant awakenings are a little OP, I can't lie to you, okay? Certain characters have them and certain don't. So if you have a character that has an instant awakening, have the thought that it's not just used for awakening. I mean, not just used to get a power advantage every single time and just go into it from the start of the match. That's really cheap, you know what I'm saying? But we'll delve into that later, because I got some technology with the instant awakenings that I want to show off and kind of let you guys know about. But to keep the review moving, the online is really good. The team stuff is really good, and so is the solo. So it's up to you which one you want to play. My personal preference is solo. I don't really like to play the whole team aspect, because it's just a little too much bullshit for me, a little too much spamminess and newbiness. So I try to avoid that. The solo, I kind of feel like you get a better judge of someone's skill in the fighting game, and you can see and you can judge who's good and who's not in there, and you can get a better idea of who's the better player at the end of the day. Because if you think about it, you can't spam your subs. If you do, you're out and you get punished, you know. So, but with that being said, let's move on to overall impressions of the whole entire game to wrap up this review. Now, with the story and the multiplayer combined, you can get a great experience from this game. The story, even after you beat the main stuff, has a lot of side content, and it's not hard to 100% achieve on this game. It's not something I'll probably go for, because I just wanted to unlock all the characters and then play. But I don't think it's that hard to do. I've heard of a few people doing it. Next, when you combine the story and the multiplayer, you get a great experience after you've unlocked all the characters. You get a huge roster to play with. Although, I do feel like Namco's lacked a little bit on the roster, because you don't get any of the 7 Swordsmen of the Mist. I mean, you don't get all of them. There's like 6 or 5 you don't get. There's still support-only characters. That should not be the case. They should have added those people all the way in. You lose the sound ninjas that you had from the original games, and they give you 3 Narutos, 5 Sasuke's, 2 Itachis, 2 Kabutos. It's just Nejis and Rock Lees. You get all these other extra characters that they could have taken out and put in as legit standalone characters, like Chojuro, some of the other swordsmen, some of the sound ninjas, the Edo Tensei Kages that were brought back to life, the reanimated ones, and it's just a cast view of people that you could have got. But they do introduce the new tailed beast, and those are really cool. You get to play with all those guys. I like the 2-tailed beast and Ryushi a lot. So that's Yugito and Ryushi, and you get to have a lot of fun with them. So sorry if I'm moving along a little fast. I just didn't want this review to be long, but I have a lot of stuff to say about this game because I really enjoy it a lot and I really like it. To round off the review, I would probably have to give the game an overall 8 out of 10. You will enjoy the game. You will get a lot of fun online. And if online's not really your cup of tea, because it can get kind of noob friendly and it can get really, really annoying. Because like I told you guys before, this game does have a tier list. I'm telling you, man, it has a tier list. I need to really figure out a way to break one down for you. But I can tell you right off the bat, I know who some of the top players are. So when you play online, I can tell you who you run into. You're going to run into Nagato. That dude is pretty beastly. His tilt is freaking godlike, okay? Let me tell you that right now. He has a move like Seth where he sucks you in. I don't know if you know Seth from Street Fighter 4. He will suck you in, and he will combo the crap out of you after that. And when he's in awakening mode, he does have an instant awakening, I believe, and he can shoot out this arm cannon that's damn near instant. I think that I actually play a top tier character. It wasn't my intention, but I think I do. I love samurais, and I picked up Mifune. Mifune's Chakra B is right there with the best of them. It's really, really good. It's really fast. It's kind of hard to react to, and people can catch you slipping with it. But then again, it's only a Chakra B. It's not going to kill you right away. So Mifune is really good. Maxed Man. He still has that Chakra B. If you play Generations, we all know about it. It's the most invincible piece of BS you've ever seen. It's instant on startup. It's invincibility afterwards. It's crazy. It's annoying. You know about him. Then we have Toby. Very good character. Don't sleep on Toby. I've told you guys this before. Who else do we have? Neji. When he goes into instant awakening, when he goes into awakening, he absorbs your chakra, so your chakra bar goes away. He takes it away. It actually depletes and gets smaller. He doesn't absorb it. But that's pretty crazy. Rock Lee and Mike Guy got great awakenings. Naruto, he's always going to be up there in the tier list because of his Rasengan spam and his awakenings, especially the instant awakening into the chakra cloak. Very, very OP. And other than that, I think you'd have to mess around with everyone else, and you can find some good and some bad with some of the characters. There's definitely low tier characters like Suigetsu, horrible character to me. Jiraiya, another horrible character. The third Hokage, another shit character. So those are some of the bottom tier right there, and then I gave you some of the top tier earlier. But with that being said, I'm gonna wrap this Naruto review up. Naruto Shippuden Storm Generation 3, whatever you want to call it, Naruto Shippuden Generation 3 is a very good game. You'll enjoy it. Pick it up, and hope you enjoyed the content here on the channel that I'm providing you guys. If you do, leave a rating, a comment, something. Subscribe to the channel most of all, and start leaving some feedback, and let's get this community back on track. So, all right, y'all, I'm out. Peace.